We're going to talk about G.I. Joe because we just saw the new Snake Eyes action figures in a minute.
I'm Rich.
I'm Othello.
I'm Aaron.
And by our fandoms combined, we're Fandom United. Well, really, we're only fandom we're really talking about tonight is G.I. Joe, Jack. Because Jack. I don't know how that...
Real quick before we do that, though, speaking of United, we haven't even talked about it other that we're all wearing matching shirts tonight.
Yeah, maybe because I'm so closer to mine, but mine looks so much bigger than Aaron's.
Yeah, mine looks tiny.
Genetics. Sorry, I was setting him up for that.
Mine's so small.
Sorry.
So anybody who doesn't know, this is Fusion. He's our
mascot.
Our mascot, yeah.
Now
if you
Aaron,
stuck around to the end of an episode, you might have seen him. So, like, 5 of you know who Fusion is.
It's like, hashtag, send me a free shirt. No, you're not getting a free shirt. Don't ask. Because Aaron has to pay for those. I'm not paying for it. Aaron's paying for it.
So anyway, I cut you off. I'm sorry.
That's cool.
Wanted to...
So, yeah, we're going to have some merch that's going to pop up. This is our guy. He's Fusion, as you can see, by our fandoms combined. And he is a representative of what Fandom United is. I mean, these are the things that we all kind of dig. Some of us like Ghostbusters more than we like He-Man. We got, Star Trek on here for me because, well, I'm Rich. He's a closet fan. We got some Voltron. I mean, we even got Doctor Who on here.
Oh, man, we didn't put any wrestling in there for John.
John wasn't
he
here
the
when
He-Man leg.
Sure, yeah, he can get the He-Man leg. He wasn't here when we designed this, so he don't get anything. So he'll be all right.
Part-timers don't get a say.
Part-timers
John.
don't get
Jelly.
benefits.
That's funny.
Yeah, but Jelly has an excuse. She had a baby. John is a baby. That's right, I said it. What you gonna do? Show up for work next week? I don't know. I'm telling you.
To show up to do something, so yeah.
This is who we are. This is what we do. All right, so anyway.
Petty. We're petty.
Petty. I am your king. All right, so I want to get the guy's name right. Some pictures leaked recently. Today we're recording on the 19th of February. Yesterday, some pictures leaked. I'm so excited I can't even
It's a hard word.
I can't even say it. It's not. I'm just really excited. Of the 6-inch G.I. Joe classified Snake Eyes action figure.
Now he wasn't on your list. I don't remember Snake Eyes being on the list.
I think Snake Eyes was on the list.
Snake Eyes was on the list, but it's a special one that's going to be a convention exclusive. Probably the packaging on it's going to be different. It's probably the exact same figure, but in the picture that they have, there's a little weapons rack that's probably going to be exclusive to that convention only.
Which is really cool.
It's super cool.
So we're going to try to put the images up in this episode as well. It's going to be images that are taken from a cell phone, from social media, so the quality won't be 100%. But the guy's name who posted these, his name is Pon Kong. And somehow he got his hands on the convention exclusive. And so he details some of the articulation points on the action figure. We got a ball joint for the head, hinge neck peg, ball for the lower neck. Wow. The shoulders, butterfly shoulders, double hinge elbows, ball disc hands, ab crunch, ball waist, ball with a swivel thigh, double hinge knees, swivel boots on the top, and then a ball for the ankle.
So that's 13.
But here's the thing that I love
points?
About that. I mean, because G.I. Joe's always been about the posability. Even the 12-inch dolls, action figures, sorry. That was on purpose.
Anyway,
the 12-inch action figures, they were all about the posability. They really changed the way that figures were made. All the way down to the Kung Fu grip when they did the 3 3/4 in the 80s. They kept that posability. Was kind of what set them apart from Star Wars and other lines that were out there that only had 5 points of articulation. So in this, there's not really anything that's different than what's kind of the norm for like the Marvel Legends. It looks like it fits right in with the Marvel Legends that Hasbro's already doing. But I'm glad that they carried that over because, I mean, I don't know if it's the same toy division that's doing it. I mean, in the boy toys section, I'm sure they have different groups of stuff that, people over here may not be working with the same stuff that people over there are working with. But, I mean, it looks like it fits right in with the Marvel Legends, so They look.
It does
super
and it
impressive.
doesn't. Like I look at it and I think, like, who made that? Was that McFarlane Toys? I know it's Hasbro, but it's almost like it's too good for Hasbro to me. Like I'm not.
The Legends have come a long way in the last couple years.
The Legends have come along, especially with their face scan technology. A lot of times, especially with the Marvel Legends figures, the MCU figures look like the individual.
The Tessa Thompson, we were talking about
Tessa
that
Thompson
one. How much that was like her.
Michael Pena's action figure looks just like him.
I like the Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd,
face.
And Michael Douglas's looks very much like him
Yep.
too, and even basically everybody from Ant-Man and the Wasp. All their action figures turned out really well, and the face scans sculpts are really good.
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell's is really good. Chris Pratt's is good. Chris Hemsworth kind of looks like Liam a little bit, but still good. So yeah, I mean Marvel Legends is great.
Keep up the voodoo.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, but yeah.
I still. I know this is part of the convention set. I know you're only going to be able to get it at like San Diego and New York Comic Con and all that, but man, I mean. I know this is going to be basically the retail version, the mass market, just less accessories. And some of the accessories that comes with this thing are just beautiful. Beautiful. The weapon stand that it comes with this beautiful design, with this gold inlay in it, looks just very beautiful. Very, they just nailed the Japanese aesthetic on it. Just beautiful. Perfect. All the weapons that come with it look really good. Apparently, there's a silencer that comes with it that can attach to either his pistol or a submachine gun he has. So I thought that was really cool that you can even take something small like a silencer and have that as an accessory to go on some of the weapons. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, it's the first thing that's going to get lost.
Oh, well, if you let a kid play with it. But let's be honest with ourselves. Ain't nobody buying this for a kid. I mean, I know it's going to be $20. It's not my $20.
Don't know how many kids are gonna want a 1980s action
figure anyway, right? They're making it. They're not making these for kids. They're making this for us grown-up man babies.
So what you're saying is either this will be on a box or this will be on a shelf, fully put together.
Yeah, there'll be very few of these that actually see air.
Yeah.
Now, if Othello gets his hands on one, I'm telling you right now, I'm cracking the plastic jack. He's gonna be
Set
out.
Free.
I'm setting him free. I'm letting him breathe the free air because. That's because I'm that kind of horrible monster.
It's funny on Transformers.com was the article that the one that you sent me was from that article, and I was reading the comments on it, and it's funny because there's always haters out there. There's a guy's like, oh yeah, this is horrible. Why didn't they do the cartoon versions of them? It's version 2 of Snake Eyes.
That
is still cartoon. That's just. After the first season.
Yeah, some people are going to be upset because they want cartoon accurate action figures or whatever, and maybe we will get that with the next wave. We don't know what that next wave is going to be. They could intersperse them in, just like think about the McFarlane line.
Yeah,
you got some from comics and you got some from the animated series, and it works together in a line.
I have a feeling the look that they'll go for is going to be the same thing they did with that GI Joe 25th anniversary stuff. They looked very true to the Real American Heroes 1980s cartoon, but the articulation and the gimmicks that were on them were better versions than what the 80s toys were. I know that I'm probably going to separate some people here by the statement, but I like a lot of the 25th better than I did the original 80s figures just because they look right. If I was going to do dioramas, that's what I do when I open, a lot of diorama stuff. I would probably do, if I was going to do a G.I. Joe diorama, it'd be 25th stuff rather than original 80s just because
the 25th stuff looks better.
So that looks kind of like the comic version of Snake Eyes.
Obviously we're looking at pictures of it on my phone, and like I said, Aaron's going to do his best to try to get that up for you. But what were you going to say?
It's going to be a very pixelated small image, but yeah, we'll throw these up so you can see it as we are discussing. But yeah, it looks more like a comic book accurate Snake Eyes than cartoon.
It even looks. It's obviously more detailed even than the second season suit. I mean, it is amazing.
He's got the visor that he had in the from the version 2 on. I mean, they got away from the commando look where he had just goggles on.
Yeah, they went from the commando to the ninja.
Yeah,
and I mean, even I think those first action figures said commando, was his specialization, and then after that second season, they switched it to Ninja Master.
Netted Timberwolf.
And
that's the only thing that's missing from that set. That
is a Timberwolf.
Oh, I couldn't put a wolf in there, huh? That would have been cool for that convention one.
That would have been the cream right there. I think
agree.
That would have been better than the weapon stand.
I agree.
Which is beautiful.
It is a beautiful figure. I totally agree with that. Like, even if I wasn't a G.I. Joe's fan, that's just a cool looking figure. It really is.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm really now looking forward to the Destro, because I think it's going to be righteous with the helmet or with the headpiece and all that shined up, and I think it's gonna be really good. That did sound really bad. It sounded really bad. Because, and maybe I'm thinking of Destro because here in the store in Saga Toys, Rich just got a collection that had 2 of the 25th anniversary, was it when they called Pimp Daddy Destros, one with the gold helmet and one with the silver helmet.
Amazing.
They look amazing. So I probably have Destro on the brain, but I really do think that 6-inch Destro figure is going to be amazing. And then the other thing we were talking about the animation, the animated series. I think if they do the second wave and they put some in there, I would like to see Duke. I don't know why. Duke wasn't even like my favorite character. I just think Duke in that animated series form. I even hope they change the facial features a little bit and soften them or whatever and make them look more like, like the animation. That would be cool. That would be super cool.
I could agree with that.
A Scarlet and a Duke, and come on, man.
And unfortunately,
Lady J.
I like those 80s characters. I like the way they look. But College Humor did this spoof. It was a song of, real American hero characters. And they had famous people acting out all these Joe parts, which is awesome. The 30 people that they got to do this. But,
really?
Duke was played by who's the dude from Black Flag? God, I can't believe I'm blanking on his name. Oh God,
this is what
big muscular dude. But I mean, he looks so much like Duke. He played Duke in this video. We'll put it in the comments. Sorry,
John Cena.
No, Black Flag.
Black Flag.
Yeah, you're not gonna Black Flag. Never mind. Wrong music scene for you.
Oh, anyway. See, I'm what you got. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Anyway, so
abort. Who? Pull the cord on that
Henry
one.
Rollins. God, how can I not?
Wow.
But he played Duke, and looked amazing. When I heard that he was in it, I'm like, who's he gonna be? Big, no,
that was, you see
dude.
the look I just.
But
gave
they made him up to look so much like him. And Alan Tudyk's in it. He played Shipwreck. Amazing.
Okay, you have to send me a link because obviously, and if we find a link for this on YouTube, we'll put it in the description.
It's on
below.
YouTube.
So, because I kind of want to see this now. Because
I want to say it's the Ballad of G.I. Joe. I'll find out while you guys talk.
Henry Rollins, huh?
This is what I have to put up with. Like,
He's your friend.
Worst. This is just the worst. So
you picked him.
We need that tangent meter we talked about. We need the rabbit hole, or maybe like a little rabbit hole. We just put like a little hole at the bottom every time. Just a little rabbit will pop up every time we go down a rabbit hole.
Ballad of G.I. Joe. Look it up on YouTube. It's amazing.
See, he's got it.
Song's not that great, but the costumes are just top notch.
Now I have to see it.
So before we get too far, I think we should discuss the whole reason that we're even really discussing toys, the Toy Fair.
Yeah. Toy Fair starts up this weekend, and Toy Fair is in New York, I believe, starts up this weekend. And for the first time, or maybe the second time in history, Hasbro is actually going to broadcast
streaming it live
1:30
their
Eastern. Press conference, and it's at 1:30 Eastern. So obviously U.S. time. I have no idea for GMT and all that. I have no idea.
Can't do the math there.
No, I can barely do the math on either side of me with the time zones I have here. I went to public school in America, so no, I don't maths. So yeah, it kicks off 1:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll make sure I forget because I really do want to see it, because hopefully we get to see the rest of the line at the press conference.
Man,
Plus, we're going to see probably what they're going to do with Ghostbusters. I want to see what they're going to do with Transformers. Hopefully, we get maybe some, I don't know, some indication of what they're going to do with the rest of the line for G.I. Joe. Because I think the 6-inch line for G.I. Joe is a big deal. It's a really big deal. So a lot of people don't dig it.
I think they need this home run right now.
And I know some people don't dig it. Some people don't dig it because they still want, was it 3 3/4?
Yeah. It's funny, though, because a lot of the people, when they came up as secret items that we could order from the distributors of, hey, there's stuff we can't tell you anything about the line, how much you want to order. That's how we have to order everything that we order in. And so I'm like, you know what, G.I. Joe, let's just go big because I think it's going to take off. I think this is going to be the year of G.I. Joe. And I started, filling out customers. I ordered, really heavy on this. And, man, I'm talking to people like, I don't think I'm going to do it because, I don't, G.I. Joe's 3 3/4, not 6 inch.
I don't want 6 inch, yeah.
Okay, that might have been an expensive mistake, but I'm really hoping that it still does good. And then, today alone, I got so many texts. Hey, is it still too late to
see? Because nobody has seen it. Yeah, nobody has seen it. But then, because I was like, man, I didn't really care. I didn't really care about 6 inch G.I. Joe. I'm like, yeah, it would be cool to see it in the Marvel Legends scale or whatever. But it's like, whatever. But then I saw it. I was like, ooh. Now this is something I didn't know I needed in my life. Because I can't wait to see Roadblock. Man, I can't wait to see Roadblock. I hope he comes with a chef hat and his M60 and a big old a cauldron for gumbo. I hope.
And a red rocket.
No. That's no.
It was his parent, the restaurant thing.
Nope. Stop it. Stop yourself. You're just going to move the frame over this way so it just stops right here. And just mute Rich because obviously he needs your prayers and he needs a timeout. Obviously.
Every once in a while I like to just mess a fellow up, and I did. I stopped him.
This is a really, let's say, racist figure from the 60s that is right here in my eye view. It's a G.I. Joe figure.
He's aiming that red rocket right at you right now.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. Anyway, I would love to see Roadblock, and I'm really excited to see Destro. I'm trying to think who else. We had Snake Eyes, Destro. Who else was going to be in the Roadblock? Scarlet? No, Baroness.
Scarlet and Baroness are in the second wave.
I thought Baroness was in this first wave.
Nope, the two girls are in the second wave.
So who's in this first one?
I don't remember anything at this point.
I thought it was 6.
We'll just have to go back and watch the episode.
I was like, I should have watched our last video. Oh wait, no, somebody went to Vegas and didn't put Did you put that video up? No, that was a different video he didn't put up. Never mind. So we should have 2 this week.
2 this week.
2 this week. So that's it for this week. We're all excited about Toy Fair. I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about for the next 2 shows or so after Saturday's big press conference and all the news that Toy Fair is going to bring us next week.
Now, once they announce it, when do you get the G.I. Joes in?
G.I. Joes start shipping. They've got a street date of early June. So first wave, we'll probably see it sometime in May. Realistically,
when did you have to order?
We ordered a month ago. So there was no information out.
You had to order 6 months in advance, having no clue what any of it is.
Every time that we order stuff, and that's what it's like. Hey, break out your Magic 8-Ball, and should I order these?
Yeah.
It doesn't think I don't.
The only way you can do is flip a coin. That's a total gamble.
Every time, and it stinks. I wish that I get it. They want to have this big reveal and create a buzz, but you know what? Give your retailers a chance, and let them make informed decisions. And I think if they would do that, I think it would totally change collecting to where you would get more voices from people of what they want, what they don't want, if there was better information out there rather than trying to keep it all secret and hey, boom, okay, buy it, let it all be impulse. Collectors will plan and budget, hey, this is coming out in August. I need to save my money because I'm going to buy this. So I think that would be a better way for them to do that. And it would give retailers a fighting chance so you're not ordering cases and cases of Generosos. And that's how that went. When we ordered for that movie, They're like, hey, here's the thing. We don't know anything about these, but here's the main characters, Jen Urso. And then there's this guy that's going to be with her, Cassian. Those are going to be the two main characters. That's the one that everybody's going to want on this Star Wars movie, so you know they're going to be hot. Yeah, you can probably still go to Walmart, look up on the top shelf, and find 30 of them sitting there for $1.50
Each. Somebody's not bitter.
Salty.
I got cases. I'm going to have cases for the next 20 years of Jen Urso and Cassian Andor. I'm really hoping this Cassian show does great.
Like
I'll at least be able to move him.
You'll sell a lot of them at the Rogue One sequel. Rogue 2? No
Yeah.
sequel?
No, I don't think they set that one up for a sequel.
Didn't? No? There wasn't like an after credit scene for the next? Okay, so, okay.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Sorry.
You know what you guys are getting for Christmas next year, right?
Now,
6
before time runs out, real quick, any rumor, word, or scuttlebutt on Build-A-Figures for this line, for these, for the 6-inch G.I. Joe line?
I haven't heard anything if there's anything packed in with them, which, you know...
Serpentor, come on, man!
Honestly, I think they're keeping everything as quiet as they can. I'm kind of surprised that this convention one leaked out. I really thought that they were going to keep the rest of it as quiet as they could until the convention hits. There's going to be a lot of stuff dropped next week, or this weekend.
Yeah, they got to do some Build-A-Figures, and I mean, Serpentor definitely seems like it would be a really cool one. Whenever they do Cobra Commander, Cobra Commander is going to be...
See, I think with G.I. Joe, I think that they could almost get away with doing accessories like what McFarlane was trying to do, rather do a mass device,
cool.
There's some cool things that they could, work in, a weather dominator,
Timberwolf.
There's some cool stuff that they could work in there that, because I think it would be hard to get vehicles in this line, but you could work in a couple small vehicles, they'll probably do a Ram cycle anyway because it's a motorcycle. They like doing motorcycles for the Legends. But, the Cobra Claw, that little glider thing, they could do something like that. Or there's lots of little stuff that they could do.
That's the other thing, too, I have to look forward to maybe and start thinking about is vehicles in the 6-inch scale. Oh, boy.
I would love to see them go down that road. I mean, the smaller vehicles, like the Vamp, you could still pull that off in a 6-inch. I mean, they would be that big. That'd be pretty sweet. Come on, make it happen.
And on that note, that's it for this week. Remember, tell them F you.